Hey guys, welcome to another video. We're out and about in the Melbourne CBD again. We were out here just a few weeks ago. Today we thought we'd come out and show you just a bit of Southbank. It's just gone peak hour in Melbourne on a Thursday night, and there's a lot of movement, a lot of things happening, and check out that amazing view of the Yarra River. Alright, so we're on the Princess Bridge here, which is, I guess you could sort of say, a boundary between the CBD and Southbank. Well, Southbank is actually part of the CBD. You got Flinders Street right down there. We actually started one of our other videos about a month ago, just down there. You got the St. Paul's Cathedral, Federation Square, and then you got the Yarra River here just across the road, which leads out east. The MCG there in the distance. So we're heading towards the Arts Precinct at the moment, then we'll head down to Southbank. It's a beautiful night here in Melbourne. It's actually been a cold and rainy day, but it's cleared enough for us to come out and do something tonight. And what an amazing view. This is actually my favourite time of the night to be here during peak hour, where everything just feels like it's just come alive. People leaving work, grabbing some after work drinks. Events, we're an events capital, so there's always something happening, always something to see and do. Alright, so we just hit the Arts Precinct. You got the just behind this tree here, the Melbourne Arts Centre. Iconic building here in Melbourne town. Beautiful spire there, always lit up at night, looking great. And Hamer Hall, just here to my right. Beautiful theatre where you can come and see all things, like the different concerts. Melbourne Symphony has played here. I've been out here to see them a couple times. One of my favourite comedians is in town at the moment. Actually, I think he's playing tonight. Bernard Black was his character in Black Books, but he's Dylan Moran. Amazing, funny guy. Let's keep moving. Here we are, and as I said, the city is absolutely pumping tonight. You got a couple of the floating restaurants there across the river, always full on a Thursday night. You got dining options here if you want to come and check out a show at one of the theatres. You grab something to eat before or after the show, or just some drinks. Always great to come for a stroll here, especially on a pleasant night like tonight. So for those who may not be familiar with Melbourne town, Southbank used to be an industrial sort of part of town, and then in the early 90s I think they started sort of redeveloping and making it more of a residential area. Put up a lot of apartments, and then sort of made it more what it is today, with a lot of dining options and things. So it is quite densely populated, and as I said before, but it is always a great sort of spot to come by for a stroll and get some great views of the city. So you can see a lot of dining options here, a lot of, I guess, fine dining restaurants that you can check out if that's your thing. I love the name of this one, Bear Brass. For those who might not know, there's a great book written by a Melbourne historian named Robert Annear called Bear Brass. It was written back in the 90s, and it's a reimagined history of early Melbourne. Beginning from the arrival of Europeans and it just gives you it's a great book to read if you're familiar with the city, I guess, and you know some of the streets and some of the iconic streets like Collins and Elizabeth, and it just details some of anecdotes of what I guess you could assume that would have happened around those times, the old drunken disorderlies and people coming out during the gold rush and all those things. So yeah, Bear Brush, check it out if you get a chance, if reading is your thing. There's this cool little riverside bar here that I've always wanted to check out, never had a chance, and unfortunately we're not going to get a chance tonight, but it's something on the to-do list where you can just come and grab a drink here on the river. So chuck that on the to-do list as well if that's your thing. You just want to go check out the view on the bridge. Alright, just the view there of Eureka Tower, which is, as of 2020, the third tallest building in Australia. We lost the first tallest building title to some building in Queensland, apparently. Either way, great building. There's the sky deck up there, which you can come in and check out some views of the city. Probably a good thing to do during the day, on a clear sunny day, of course.
Great. Nice and fresh.
Alright, so we're gonna head down across the road here to where the casino is. We're gonna go right down towards the end there, where there's this cool little burger joint that we've been to before. Alright, so I'm going to head into the Crown Complex just for a little bit, just to, I guess, show you just a tiny bit of what's in here. It's a huge building with lots inside, but this is just a snippet of what you can see and do here. Some high-end shopping. You got your gambling, of course. Lots of dining options. So there it is, if gambling is your thing. And we've got a food court right here with a lot of sort of international options. But we're heading back out now. So we're going to see if we can get a table at this burger place. It's just to the left here. We were here about a year ago. And the food was pretty good. So we figured since we're going to be in the area, we might as well go back and see what we can, if we can, grab something there. And here we are, it's the Merriwell. So you can see the menu here, mainly burgers. Very bright, there we go. Burgers, fries, sides, extras, and shakes and ice cream. Let's go see if we can get a table. Alright, so we got a table, and we're right here by the main entrance to the Crown Complex. Across the road from the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre, so it isn't too busy. It's great that we can get a table. So it's the menu is QR code, so it's pretty basic. Pretty straightforward, standard burgers, nothing that'll take you a long time to order from. So yeah, I'm gonna go offline for a bit so we can put our orders in. We'll be back. Alright, so the food's arrived and I got myself some onion rings and an Aussie burger, but one thing with me is I love the Aussie burger, but I always have to take the beetroot out. I'm not sure if that makes it, if that still is an Aussie burger without the beetroot, but anyway, that's how I do it. We've got a cheeseburger and the house burger, which is called the Merrywell. So yeah, we're gonna tuck in now. Alright, wow, what a feed. So yeah, highly recommend the place. Burgers are great, but I actually struggled to finish mine, which is actually a good thing. It means they're a good decent size. Prices aren't too bad. So yeah, definitely recommend them. If you're in the area, in the mood for a good old fashioned burger, check them out. Alright, I'm glad we caught this. We're gonna see the fire show. So every hour, on the hour, these towers light up and it's pretty spectacular. You can see the flame just starting up there. There we go. Now anyone who's ever been here for this will tell you that you can actually feel the heat sort of hit your face when they go full blast. Oh. Whoa. So they sort of go down in order. There's quite a few of them leading down to where we just came from. You can probably hear that in the background. See if we can get a better angle. So that might be the last one. I think they're coming back up. Okay. Alright, we're next. Oh. Oh yeah, it's a great way to warm up, definitely. Wow. Oh, amazing. Alright, so I call those the fire towers, but they're officially called the gas brigades. There's 8 towers lining up the promenade there, and always lighting up at night time on the hour, depending on the date or what time of the year it is. Sometimes it begins at 6, sometimes it begins at 8, but on the hour you'll be able to see that fire show. So if you're in the area at that time, stick around for it. It's pretty spectacular. Alright, so we're just here at this little complex with all these businesses. Just gonna grab something to go from Five Guys, American burger chain that's been here for, I don't know, a couple of years or so. Now I don't really have room for anything else, but apparently they sell some shakes that you have to try. So we're gonna try one just to see what all the fuss is about, and we'll give you our verdict. Alright, so we got the milkshake. I'm pretty full, but yeah, it's worth it. It's worth it. It's definitely good. Nice and chocolatey, very sweet. Not too sweet, but just enough. Yeah. The place in there looks pretty cool too. We might have to check that out some other time. Old school style American diner, burger joint. It is a chain, but you know, they've kept that sort of old school diner aesthetic, which is pretty good. We ordered just something to go for one of the family members who's not here with us today. And the burger looks pretty cool, so yeah. Alright, so we're just about to wrap up this video. Now we've noticed a few new subscribers to the channel since the last time we did a video, so just want to say thanks for subscribing to the channel and for watching. To everyone still watching this video at this point, thanks for sticking around. If you have any suggestions for us if there's anything you'd like us to film, to do, to show you in this beautiful city of Melbourne, drop us a comment. We've got a couple of other videos that we did in the CBD that you can check out. We did one just a bit of a mini food tour, and we also did one just walking around during the morning of a weekday that we had a few hours to kill. We thought we'd come out and just grab some breakfast and have a look around. There's always something great to see here in Melbourne, so yeah, once again thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on the Explorer's Journal.